We have a massive Roki Sasaki New York Yankees update, and this could change everything as the New York Yankees have a legit shot at landing Roki Sasaki now more than ever, and the key might be Matt Blake and the New York Yankees pitching staff, which absolutely have given the Yankees a way better chance to land Sasaki, and we're going to break it all down. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Yankees Digest. It's Chris here, and if you guys like the content, make sure to subscribe. 13.5% of viewers are subscribed. Let's get those numbers up. We're on that road to 10K. We're over halfway there, I believe. 1,000 at a time, one subscriber at a time. Make sure to subscribe, but let's get into it. Let's talk some baseball. Roki Sasaki is the key free agent left and basically has been since Juan Soto signed with the New York Mets. Now, with Roki Sasaki, 20 MLB teams showed interest in him, but that number has dwindled considerably. 2 days ago, we saw a report that there was only a select few teams that Sasaki ended up meeting with, and now it's been revealed by Jim Bowden that there's just a few teams with a chance to land Roki Sasaki. Now, looking at those teams, as he said, the teams that are still in on Sasaki are the Dodgers, Padres, Cubs, New York Yankees and Mets, Rangers, and maybe the Giants. Outside of that, teams will not be every other team interested will not be landing him. He specifically name drops the White Sox because Chicago White Sox fans don't have enough to be sad about, that they need to be roasted also, which honestly, that was just really, really funny that he did that. But talking about Roki Sasaki, talking about his chances with the New York Yankees, this is a massive, massive update for the New York Yankees. Now, it's not surprising to see the Yankees are one of the front runners. After all, they are the New York Yankees. They're the marquee franchise in New York. They are willing to do whatever it takes to get Sasaki. It's very clear the Yankees want to land Sasaki, but other teams do too. Again, not every team is the New York Yankees. I would guess very few teams have a better chance at landing Sasaki than the Yankees. I don't think the Yankees are the front runners. I do think it's the San Diego Padres. However, at the same time, it could 100% also be the Los Angeles Dodgers. And outside of that, I do think the New York Yankees have the best shot. The New York Yankees give Sasaki a team to contend on, try to win early, and also get a starting job where he can learn from a great pitcher in Garrett Cole, another great pitcher in Max Fried. The New York Yankees know how to develop their pitchers, and that is maybe the biggest reason why they have a great chance at landing Sasaki. Now, taking a look at what Chris Kirschner said. According to Joel Wolf's, Roki Sasaki's agent, Wolf, not Wolf's, he said current players did not attend any in-person meetings, and that was a request straight from Roki. A couple of teams included players in their video presentations, but it helped everything stay less biased, so Sasaki could not be swayed by specific players, which interesting tactic by Sasaki and co. But Sasaki, look, he wants to do things his way and get to the MLB and be a bit unconventional, which is perfectly fine. If he was more conventional, he'd probably just go to the Dodgers anyway. So we love this. Now, on top of that, Joel Wolf mentioned that they're still taking Zoom calls, so he doesn't have a precise timeline for when Sasaki makes his decision. Like they did for the meetings, teams will be notified at some point if there's going to be additional meetings or travel or something like that. But other than that, Joel Wolf does not believe there's going to be any specific timeline. Now, here's the interesting thing in Wolf saying that. Joel Wolf has also highlighted that he believes Roki Sasaki, as seen right here, is going to make his decision sometime between January 15th, the day that teams are allowed to sign him, and January 23rd. So Sasaki's most likely going to make his decision within the week that he becomes eligible to sign with an MLB team. Those are the Sasaki sirens out there because we are getting close to one of the biggest decisions in recent memory of an overseas prospect. Now, obviously, it's no Shohei Ohtani, but Sasaki is 23 years old, so it's not a financial thing. He will be getting paid that rookie money, essentially. It's not like where Yamamoto had the chance to get paid a ton of money and ended up signing with the Dodgers, who offered him a ton. And Yamamoto also wanted to go out west. It was known Sasaki is way more unconventional than most overseas prospects, especially coming from Japan. It's not clear that he wants to go to the West Coast. Now, on top of that, there's a lot to also be interested in with Roki Sasaki, and the New York Yankees' chances of him have gone up Because taking a look at what Joel Wolfe said, he doesn't look at this the typical way that other players do. He has a more long-term global view of things, and Wolfe believes that Roki is also very interested in the pitching development and how a team is going to help him get better, both in the near future and over the course of his career. Well, wrong thing there, but that is how Matt Blake comes into play. Matt Blake and the New York Yankees pitching staff has been absolutely phenomenal with developing pitchers. It's been this way since 2020. We have seen a handful of guys bounce back or just hit a new height with the New York Yankees. I mean, look at Luke Weaver. The man got hit in the forearm with a ball coming back at him, almost retired, and now is one of the key pitchers for the New York Yankees, being a closer on a team that went to the World Series, now being the 8th inning guy, has the ability to also pitch the 7th. He might be a 7th and 8th inning guy. The New York Yankees are excellent at reviving pitchers. They're also excellent at just developing pitchers. I mean, who's the AL Rookie of the Year? It's a Yankees pitcher. The New York Yankees know what they're doing developing pitchers. Mind you, Luis Seal, the Rookie of the Year, coming off of a torn UCL, getting surgery, getting the Tommy John surgery. Heel was always a highly rated prospect, but he's not at all compared to how Sasaki is. At the same time, Heel also first pitched for the Yankees in 2021, but then after he got sent back down to the minors after not playing specifically well, he had to get the surgery, and now he came back with a vengeance. Looks like one of the best pitchers on the New York Yankees roster, or rotation, and that's a rotation that has Garrett Cole and Max Fried and Carlos Rodon. So if you can sign Roki Sasaki, obviously he takes Clark Schmidt's spot, and Clark Schmidt ends up getting traded, which gives the Yankees more flexibility to make more moves and make the team better in more than one way. So obviously being able to land Sasaki would be major news for the New York Yankees, and would really change the outlook of this team to make things even better, while they arguably would have the best pitching rotation in baseball. They already have an argument for having the best pitching rotation in baseball. Now, if they land Sasaki, that is a great argument for the best pitching rotation in baseball, especially if Sasaki comes out guns blazing like he's expected to. The Yankees are great at pitching development. We've seen it time and time again with the New York Yankees. And Sasaki, well, in his time in Japan over these last 4 years, the man has been disgusting. He doesn't need to be developed into some great pitcher. He is a great pitcher. I mean, career ERA, we're going to make this a little bit bigger. Career ERA is great. I mean, it's a 2.1. Like, the man is disgusting. There's no way around it. He's had a whole season with an ERA under 2. He's treated the Japanese leagues like the minor leagues, as he should, because that's what they are. And now we're seeing that this guy wants to come over to the MLB and put up the same numbers, if not better. The New York Yankees give him a chance to do that. Now, taking a dive into some more of the stuff that helps the Yankees, as Pinstripe Alley mentions, watching the progress of the pitchers under Matt Blake's tutelage, it appears his specialties are the four-seam fastball, slider/sweeper, cutter, and changeup. Over the last 3 years, Pinstripe Alley has written quite extensively about Yankees pitchers adding new weapons to their arsenal, from Garrett Cole and Carlos Rodon mastering the cutter to Corey Kluber and Jameson Taillon picking up the changeup. And on top of that, you think about Roki Sasaki. What is one of Sasaki's best pitches, you might ask? Well, Roki Sasaki, downright disgusting fastball. Over 100 miles per hour. Matt Blake is great at developing a fastball even more, so that could get better. Not like, probably won't get that much better velocity-wise, if it does get better velocity-wise, but there might be some added movement to that fastball. Meanwhile, he also does throw a slider as his third pitch. He throws 3 pitches, a fastball, a splitter, and a slider. Now, we've seen New York Yankees pitchers pick up a nasty splitter. The Yankees acquired a relief pitcher who has a nasty splitter, who Matt Blake is looking forward to working with. Matt Blake is excellent at developing breaking balls. Sasaki has disgusting breaking ball pitches, both with a slider and especially with that splitter. That means he could probably also add a changeup to the arsenal, the way that we've seen Kluber and Taillon do it with their time with the New York Yankees. This gives Roki the best chance to be developed into the best player if he goes to the New York Yankees. Maybe I'm biased, but I do think the Yankees have as good of an argument as anyone for having the best pitching developmental staff in baseball. On top of that, when you have a guy who already has excellent breaking ball stuff on top of an absolute missile of a fastball, something that Matt Blake is also good at working with, you have to think that it's just a perfect situation for Sasaki to come into a team that has other great pitchers. So yes, there will be pressure to perform, but it won't be world-ending, we're screwed if you don't look like a Cy Young year one. So he's got a bit of protection. At the same time, he also gets to be developed by a pitching coach who is as good as any pitching coach in baseball. He gets to play for the New York Yankees, which are huge, so he gets to keep wearing pinstripes. And on top of that, what we also would see is Sasaki just be set up to succeed by a team that, you know, when he's going to be eligible for free agency in 7 years, you know the New York Yankees are going to be willing to pay him. Not all teams can offer all of that while putting Sasaki in a big market that is far away from the Pacific market, a market that has been especially cruel to him for leaving Japan as soon as humanly possible for the MLB. I think the Yankees are literally the perfect scenario for Sasaki. Obviously, I'm a Yankees fan, so I'm biased, but I truly believe that his best option is to sign with the New York Yankees. The San Diego Padres are also great if he doesn't care about the Pacific market. I mean, we've seen Michael King be an excellent starting pitcher, given Michael King was excellent with the New York Yankees as well. But regardless, the Yankees just develop absolute monsters in the pitching rotation, whether it's the bullpen, whether it's the starting lineup, and Sasaki fits in perfectly. So go to the Yankees, man. I looked the wrong way when I did that. We're going to do that again and pretend like I didn't do that. Go to the Yankees, man. But really, guys, I do think Sasaki's going to end up on the Padres. I think the Yankees have a very good argument, and the fact that Sasaki's being unconventional and wants to do something more along the lines of, okay, I want development long-term and short-term, the New York Yankees get a massive boost in that. But I do want to hear from you guys. Comment down below. I've not been great with responding to comments, but I will get back to all of these ones, I promise. So leave your comment down below. Do you think the Yankees actually have a good chance at Sasaki? Do you think there's any team that rivals the Yankees for just a perfect situation like Sasaki? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, again, if he signs with the Dodgers, he's got to be a six-man rotation. Do you really think he wants to do that? What pitcher wants to do a six-man rotation just because Shohei's there? Like, I get it. They're great. It helps you win. It doesn't matter. Like, why would he want to do that? He loves pitching. Let me know down below. Like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. The Yankees are better than the Padres. Sasaki should also look at that. Have a great day, and go Yankees.